Hello, I want to tell you about my new book called Amazing Grace, the Memoirs of a Transformational Journey. And I am Serge, and this is much more fun than all my other quite serious books that I've done so far on the heart and the soul. Because this is the book about how I got there, how I started off life as a rather privileged, pompous, narcissistic, rather misogynistic, patriarchal, public school boy, Oxford, the Bullingdon Club, Deb parties, high society, and then how I left that world because it didn't work for me. I wasn't really happy. It didn't feel real for me. And how I wanted my life. I wanted to find myself, and it's the book, and it's a story about how I found myself and all the crazy and wild women whom I've met on my journey. They've often been my teachers, the sages and the shamans whom I've encountered, the many paranormal experiences that I've had, and spiritual awakenings that I've had, and encounters with extraordinary events that happened in my life. I felt my life has been saved, and that there's been a wonderful healing helping hand sort of helping me in my life. So that's why I called it Amazing Grace. But it's also a funny book. My mates have said, Serge, this is amusing, this is a good read, I'm enjoying it. It's a fun story because I look at London in the 60s, I look at Oxford in the early 60s when I was there, when it still had echoes of Brideshead Revisited. I look at swinging 60s and how I moved away from that world and I went to California, and the human potential movement and the fun experiences that I've had in my life. So I feel myself a really lucky guy. And now I'm an old codger, and it kind of looks back, and I wanted to find myself other than that sort of ego surge, that sort of living according to a very false story. And kind of it's the story of how I found myself and how now I'm an old codger, but I feel full of beans and still rocking and rolling away. Although actually I admit I lost the tip of my finger, and so I can't do my guitar chords anymore, so I'm not playing any music. But I hope you enjoy the book, Amazing Grace. Bye.